Hi, I'm Jack Leeser. I'm here today to talk about what are the cues to ask your horse to move forward. This is Lakota. He's a 3-year-old Nakota horse, and we have less than a dozen rides on him, so he's real green. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you how to get your horse to start responding from your body and from your intent to get the forward movement. Forward movement is so important. In the beginning, we're just looking for that response of getting them to move, and that's mostly what I'm showing here today. But as we develop this, we're looking for forward rhythm. Can your horse move out at the speed you want with a nice, consistent rhythm? So how do we do that? Well, the way I like to do it is we start off with getting a picture of what it is we want. So I want a walk, let's say, or a trot or a canter, whatever is appropriate for your horse that you're working with. So with him, just getting a walk going. So I get that picture in my mind of what that looks like. Then I create a little life in my body. It's almost like, think of you're sitting down in a chair, and that's what I'm doing here at a halt, is I'm just relaxed. You only have the energy in your body to stay upright. Then when you want to go, you have to stand up and walk off. You have to create enough energy in your body to stand up and walk off from your chair. That's kind of what I'm doing here at a halt, is I create enough energy in me to say, okay, let's go. Now, to back that energy up is I just come on with my calves slightly. Just a slight feel. I don't want to do a lot, because if I tense up too much, I actually am going to squeeze on his back and not allow his back to move, and you can shut your horse off. This is more so when people go from a walk to a trot, but it also is important here at the halt into a walk. So you just come on with a little bit of the calf, and then if there's no response, which he actually did nicely there, because I just thought about it, but if there wasn't, or if he didn't respond, I can come in with my crops here. With a young horse, I use 2 crops, because then I don't have to be switching back and forth. Now, the really big thing here is that once the horse walks off, if they walk off a few steps and die out on you, don't go back into squeezing harder and saying, come on, let's go. Just put a soft feel with your calves and back it up with the crop. Try not to get tense in your own body. That tension in your own body will actually get in the horse's way. And with a young horse like this, I'm still not 100% sure that he might not go do something I don't want, so I want to stay relaxed and able to go with him. Now when I want to stop is I turn that energy off and I just soften. And he's being pretty good about this. So it's more, what I want with my horses is when my life comes up, I want them to walk off or go off at the gait that the amount of energy I'm giving them. I don't get firmer with my legs. I just create a little more energy, and then I back that energy up with my crop. So if I walk off, I've got the picture of my walk in my mind, my energy comes up, and then I put a little feel with my calves and he's responding. Now if he didn't, then the crops would show up. But now let's say we're walking along here and I say, let's turn, and now he dies out. He stalls out, so I tap him with my whip. I don't get firmer with my body. My body, I still have the energy of a walk in me. That's what tells him to keep going. I don't get bigger, I don't get firmer with my legs, I don't squeeze harder, I don't push with my seat. I just say, come on, let's go. I allow my seat to move with the movement of his back. If he stalls out, then I come in with the crops to say, hey, I'm still asking for you to go. and then I can turn. He wants to stall a little, I can come in with one crop or the other, or maybe both of them. And then we're walking along, and now I'm going to turn that off, soften, and he came down. So that was nice. But if he wouldn't, then I can pick up and use the rein, and I can slow him down. So it's more about what is your life and your energy doing that creates that forward. Because what so many people want to do is they're like asking the horse to go forward, so they squeeze and they get forward, or their hands go up and they're like, you know, that sort of thing, saying, come on, let's go. You'll be better off to sit back or stay, not necessarily sit back, but just stay upright. Bring your life up. I put my calves on, there's no response. So then I'm going to tap to say, come on, let's go. As soon as he walks, my calves release, but I keep the energy in my body saying, let's keep walking. He should maintain this gait until I say something else. Whether I increase my energy, which I bring it up, and then I squeeze and I say, let's trot. But I keep my seat and legs soft. Now I can turn down to a walk. He comes with me. He wants to turn to my right, and I'm saying, no, no, come back this way. So I help him a little bit with the crop. Let your crop be your friend. So it's that life up, and I can turn off. And if he doesn't stop, I can pick up, I can bend, do what I need to say, hey, I'm coming back down. So I really want you to think about, is your life coming up with a soft feel with the calves, and then backing that up with crops or with some kind of spanker to say, hey, come on. I just like the crops because I can be where I need to. I can either get up on the shoulders or on the hips to say, hey, can you be there for me? So it's that life up and then the life down to come back, to come down again. And try to avoid the pitfalls of squeezing, leaning forward, and even coming out with your hands like this. This is a very classic, was what we all tend to do. I have to catch myself at times doing that too, especially when it's from a trot to a canter. We think we need to get out here and do this. So really try to think of staying out of your horse's way with your body. Allow the movement to come through you because you're not tightening up on the horse's back. So hopefully that was a help for you. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next time.